A new wave of Ukrainians are flooding into Ireland. Over 1,800 arrived in September, and most coming from safe parts of Ukraine. Most are young men that should be fighting in the war, not fleeing to Ireland.
There's been a sharp rise in young adults from Ukraine arriving in Ireland under temporary protection. The increase comes after the Ukrainian government lifted travel restrictions 2 months ago, allowing men aged 18 to 22 to leave the country for the first time. Since then, Ireland has seen a wave of new arrivals, and many of them are young men and women in that same age group. According to the Department of Justice, almost 1,800 people were granted temporary protection in September alone. That's up 226% compared to last year. New arrivals can stay in state accommodation for up to 90 days, but many are choosing to find their own housing. Officials say they've had to expand accommodation centres again due to this surge. Minister Niall Collins says it's not clear yet whether this is just a temporary spike or the beginning of a new wave leaving Ukraine. Meanwhile, politicians are divided. Some say the EU needs to push for peace, while others say migration is simply a fact of life until the war ends.
This is an absolute joke. Ireland has a housing crisis right now. In my county, County Donegal, you have 10,000 families with their houses crumbling around them through the defective block scandal. We can't get accommodation. We can't get our own people housed, but we're bringing in tens of thousands, over 100,000 Ukrainians into Ireland. Look, I understand if people are genuinely fleeing war, I have a bit of sympathy there. But the majority of these people coming into the country are coming from safe parts of Ukraine. Now, speaking of Ukraine, right, 95% of the area mass of Ukraine is safe. There's a small part of Ukraine, the east of Ukraine, where the majority of people are ethnically Russian, speak Russian, in the Donbass area. And that's where the war is. The majority of Ukraine is safe. The west of Ukraine, the center of Ukraine, like Kiev, etc. It's all safe. You can go there right now. It's an absolute joke. They're coming here for their benefits, everything handed to them, and treating the Irish like pure trash.
Ireland is under siege from mass immigration. Stand tall, get in the fight. Click below and join with Sheila Naharan today.